Hey guys, Michelle Johnson here, author of Olea Chronicles. I wanted to make this video today to share with you all how I came up with my front cover. So covers for authors are everything. They are our billboards and what give readers the first glimpse and preview of what to expect from the story. In today's society, the market is so oversaturated that the saying, "you can't judge a book by its front cover," no longer really applies. You have so many authors and indie authors and self-published authors that are all just trying to get their story out there. So you have to be able to have a front cover that stands out amongst the competition and will speak to your readers. That way they would want to pick up the story and see what it's about. My background is in graphic design. I have been within the graphic design and advertising industry for over 7 years. So when I made the decision to get my story out there, I knew that I wanted to be the one to design the cover myself. I wanted to have as much hands-on experience as I possibly could. With that, once I finished the story, I knew exactly what I wanted, which ended up being a blessing and a curse. A blessing in the sense that I knew all the elements that I needed, I just needed to put them together, and a curse in the sense that it was so specific. It was so specific that it became challenging to find what it is that I was actually looking for. So here's the front cover. There's so many things that you have to consider when doing a front cover. The fonts that I chose when I was thinking of them, I thought to myself, it needs to be something simple but bold, modern but sleek, and strong enough to stand beside this image, which I feel came across really well. The image itself, it was really important for me to have this, which is an Olea. The character itself is someone that is very hard to describe visually. So I wanted to give the readers this visual so that they knew exactly what it is that I was trying to describe. And the story is about this young girl who is on a mission to find out her truth because she is one of two people and she doesn't know who this person is. So she is trying her darndest to find out exactly what she is, what her background is, and what the story is behind everything. So as for the image, this was the specific image that I needed. Funny story about this. I needed something specific, as I said before. I needed to find a girl who was a certain age, who fit my character's description, and it had to be at a certain angle. So I checked high and low on all the stock photography images that I had access to or that I knew of, and I found so many images that were always missing something. The character, or the girl, sorry, was always either too old or too young, or the angle was wrong, or the ones that were absolutely perfect, where the girl was everything that I wanted her to be, was actual models. And you can't use their face unless you're willing to pay the money, and that wasn't an option for me. So I was conflicted. I was like, how am I gonna get this cover together? What am I gonna do? And then it dawned on me. I have a niece who is 16 who fits my character's description perfectly. So I called up my brother, told him about it because you need parental permission. You can't just take a 16-year-old's face and plaster her all over the place online and social media. And once I got the green light from him and his wife, I called up my niece and I was like, hey, I need your face. Can you please just give me your face? And she was so cool with it, which was awesome. I ended up going over there and we set up, this little mini shoot in her room with my camera. And I took all the HD pictures that I took, brought them into Photoshop and molded them into everything that I wanted to be. And I was so happy with the way that it turned out because in Photoshop, sometimes you can have all the elements that you need, but it doesn't gel very well together. So I was so happy of how everything gelled so perfectly together, from the dark clouds in the background to the lion mix of her face to the eyes that I used to bring her together. Everything just blended perfectly, and I'm really proud with the final product. And that's my story. So the paperback is actually now available online. You can purchase it on Lulu. www.lulu.com, as well as the ebook is also on Barnes & Noble, Kobo, iBookstore, Smashwords, and Lulu, pretty much. So check it out and follow me on this journey. It's becoming such an interesting one, and I'm so glad to be able to share it with all of you. Follow my blog, www.oleachronicles.com. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter at Olea Chronicles. Thanks so much, everyone, and check out the paperback. Thanks. Bye-bye.